Afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? It is Arnie. It is PepperTreeVilla, and this is the Daily Dose of Disney. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all staying warm today. I know I'm freezing in Atlanta. Oh, Danny, I am so sorry about that. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Mike and Pam. Good to see everyone here. I guess Doug is there as well. Um, it's been a busy day around here. This is the one day of the month that I really am just like running around crazy. The fourth Thursday of the month is usually pretty busy for me around the office. It's a monthly meeting. Oh yeah, Doug is having an issue with his rhomboid muscle right back here. So, you know, be thinking about him. Hello, Queen Harriet. Thank you for joining. It's January 23rd. Wow. Not much happened on January 23rd in the world of Disney, but we'll take care of some stuff anyway and we'll talk about it. So, Doug and I watched a really interesting video last night, later in the evening, from a channel called Defunctland. I don't know if any of you have ever watched that channel. We highly recommend it. They did a great documentary on the Muppets and things like that a few months back. But last night or yesterday, they released a video about Walt's Field Day. It's a party apparently that yeah, you see, Defunct it is an awesome channel, Danny. You are absolutely right. It really is. He does some amazing research and great work with editing and writing. Very well done. Samantha, how you doing? Great to see you. And Disney World Freak, Carlos, great to see you. Oh, you know what, Danny? Yeah, it was. Walt's Field Day, amazing. I've been to Norco. So the thing is that the town of Norco in California is in the middle of the Inland Empire. It's very close to Riverside. A lot of stuff doesn't happen in Norco. It's just a bedroom community now. But the Norconian, as the guys went to it, the from Walt Disney Productions, wow, talk about a raucous party. Wow. Anyway, the reason why I bring that up is because there's this thing about marrying within the ink and paint department, and apparently they did it regularly. And in this case, Ollie Johnston did this in 1943. On this day, he married Marie Worthy, who was an employee in the ink and paint department. And they got married in a chapel at Stanford University. Sam, thank you for doing that. It's always great to see support for our support channels. Thank you so much. Hello, Cynthia. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. Oh yeah, thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, hit that like button. Oh well, thank you, Mar. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Ollie Johnston married his girl Marie Worthy. Donna Jaworski, thank you for being here. Just another Disney nerd. Hey, good to see you. He married Marie Worthy in a chapel at Stanford University. It turns out Ollie's father was head of the Romance languages at Stanford, so he had access to that. So, yeah. Oh, Mike. Yep, that's coming up. I'll mention that one. So he was one of the Night Old Men. Another one of the Night Old Men happened. This one happened in 1946, though. Frank Thomas was discharged from the Army Air Corps. He enlisted his services. He was enlisted in the service since December of 1942, and he came back to work for Disney in April of 1946 after the war effort. So that was in 1946. 1948. Another Goofy cartoon is released. I really have to sit down and watch these Goofy cartoons with Doug. In this case, today is a Goofy short called They're Off. And it's Goofy teaching us the proper way to pick a winning horse in a race, a horse race. So, yeah. How is Megan doing? We're expecting time. She's doing well. She is very close. She will be going into the hospital tomorrow, or the labor and delivery tomorrow. So I believe it's going on. Art Johns, thank you for joining. Life with Susie Q. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. So yeah, Megan, it looks like she is coming to the end of the pregnancy, and she will most likely be giving birth to baby girl very soon. And we will definitely keep you posted on that. As a matter of fact, I might even do like a live video on either Instagram or maybe even do a live stream on YouTube just at that moment. So thank you so much. 1987, on this day in 1987, the Mark V monorail debuted at Disneyland. Yeah, you know what? I liked that style. The 1987 style, that's the one that I really became familiar with when I was living in Southern California. I was always at Disneyland in the mid 90s, so I saw that a lot. Noah is here and Kay Atwood is here as well. Thank you, both of you, for being here. It's always great to see you. These particular monorails, they're based on a design of the Mark IV, which was at Walt Disney World, but it is the Mark V, and they were used in, Amy, thank you for being here. Hello, how are you? So they were in use for, sorry about that. I had a call come in at that moment. It was a scam kind of thing. Hate scam calls. I get a lot of spam coming in like that. Anyway, 1987, on this day, new monorails at Disneyland, and then they didn't get any new ones and for another 21 years. Although I believe the wait has been longer now for Walt Disney World, and hopefully, there will be some Mark 8 designed monorail coming to Walt Disney World at some point soon. 1995, plans were finally announced that the Walt Disney World Speedway was going to begin construction, and it started later in 1995. Yeah, I remember hearing the race cars. I took my mom to Walt Disney World in January of 1997, and that happened to be the weekend that they had a race there at the raceway, or at the Speedway. And you could hear those cars racing around that track at Epcot. I remember walking around the American Adventure in World Showcase, and I heard those cars racing around. My mom and I both looked at each other and says, those are loud cars. Oh, you did? The Richard Petty experience was supposed to be a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed that. I know I would have. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward to 2006. Now, on my Instagram and on Twitter, I posted a picture of a building facade. Many of you may not be familiar with that building, but that is the former location of Superstar Limo at Disney's California. Excuse me. That belch was just sponsored by D&G Explorers. D&G, when it definitely positively has to be there overnight. D&G Explorers. 2006, Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue are in that location, the former location of Superstar Limo. It's been in like previews and in soft openings, but today was the official opening. Someone tell me, move my butt and get this video done tonight. Danny, move your butt, get the video done. There, I said it. Also on this same day, this I was not aware of. The main building at the Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, there's this headquarter building, and it's called Team Disney, but they renamed it on this day, Team Disney, the Michael Eisner Building. I was not aware that they named it after Michael Eisner. Okay, just a little bit in the chat. Mike Wheeler, one of our wonderful moderators, mentioned a parade that started in 2009. I have a feeling he was in that parade too. It was the Celebrated Dream Come True parade. It debuted at the Magic Kingdom on this day in Walt Disney World. So Mike, were you in that parade? I know you did a lot of stuff in entertainment. So Ben does Target, Steve does Walmart. I guess so, Cynthia. So yeah, Ben does Target. Well, actually, Doug and I do Target too, but Ben has his weekly show, Life with Ben. But I'll mention that in just a bit. Martine Watts, hey, how you doing? You get to watch. Oh, good. I'm so glad. So in 2010, a gentleman by the name of Paul Castle passes away. He's 86 years old at the time that he dies. Now, I usually don't mention too many people that pass away. Hey, look at that, Mike Whaler. Yes, he was in the parade and he actually performed on opening day. Mike, that's awesome. So I got to mention a fact that you were directly involved with. That's very cool. I like that. And this one is in 2010, a year later. 2010, an actor by the name of Paul Kessel passed away in Oklahoma at the age of 86. Now, I don't mention too many people, but this one I felt was very significant. He was known as the world's smallest professional speed skating barrel jumper. He was only 4'6". And because he was so short in stature, Walt personally selected him to be his main Mickey Mouse at Disneyland. And he performed Mickey Mouse for 25 years. So from 1955 until 1980, he was the main Mickey Mouse that Walt would take with him to places. Even after Walt passed away, he did that. But he finally retired from Disneyland in 1986. He was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award from Walt Disney Productions and was inducted into the Disney Hall of Fame. But here was his claim to fame as far as what happened with Walt Disney. Let's see, I saw something there, and that was Queen Harriet. I was in the Disneyland Parade twice in the early 2000s. They would let the parks participate. Yes, they did. They would let them participate. I remember Doug and I put on a tutu, and we danced down the whole parade route from Small World Mall all the way down to Town Square. It was tiring. That performance was not easy to do, and it was a warm day when we did it, too. So anyway, this guy, Paul Castle, he was in the Tournament of Roses parade with Walt Disney in 1966 when Walt was the Grand Marshal for the parade. So Paul Castle passed away on this day in 2010 at the age of 86 in Edmond, Oklahoma. That is the last piece of history that I have, but I'd go ahead and like to thank my moderators here. Like I see Two Real Geeks there. They do double duty for us. They're a moderator, plus they're also one of our support channels. But yes, thank you, moderators, for all the help you offer us. We cannot possibly do this without you. So thank you so much for helping us with every single live stream. We really appreciate that. Yes, thank you so much, Cynthia. Appreciate it. Also, I want to thank our support channels. Two Real Geeks is here in the house. So yes, definitely Two Real Geeks. If you have not checked them out, please do so. They're fantastic. And also Rob Fuzz and D&G Explorers and the Orlando Guy. All four of those channels, we are not worthy. Danny, don't sell yourself short. Now get off your butt and go do that video. So, and yeah, thank you also that I was going to mention Dean of theliveplace.com. He has the live stream schedule for all of our channels, along with about 70 some odd channels. It's great that he's there. Phantasmic Chronicles, Tony, good to see you. Yeah, Dean, wonderful guy. He has a show himself that he's doing about once a month right now called The Fifth Gate. It was on this past week, so if you haven't seen it yet, go catch it. And so you can catch up with what's going on. He was on with Rob Fuzz and Jim of More Sunshine Please. They had a great time on their show. So that's my support channels. Tonight on YouTube, check out Rob Fuzz. He's going to be on at 8 p.m. Eastern. He's going to be discussing how to handle crowds at Disney. I'd say one person in particular here is very good at handling the crowds, and that's Doug. If it's very crowded, we just try and find a little quiet corner of Disneyland or California Adventure, and we just wait it out. Sometimes we will. And see, I'm just seeing a tweet right there, live tonight at 8 p.m. So, yeah, Rob Fez will be on tonight at 8 p.m. So go check him out. And when you do go on that channel, please tell him I sent you. I'd really appreciate that. Dances with Goofy, thank you for being here. And Shelly Starwalker, you too. Thank you for joining the stream. I need to finish off some work on my desk, so I should probably get going. Everyone, thank you so much for being here for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of PTV3D. Um, and I don't know, Doug might be joining me. Might be up in the air. Depends on the schedule, because if baby girl, my little niece's daughter, is born tomorrow, I'm going to be leaving that up in the air, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. This morning, Ben dropped a video on, yeah, hashtag baby watch. That's it. So Ben dropped a video this morning for his weekly show, Life with Ben. Please check it out. He goes to Target, and he goes there actually with our niece Megan. So he has some fun, and he talks about the strict shopping policies that Megan has about what not to buy for the baby girl. So, hint, no pink and no unicorns. There are other things on the list, but I'll say that. That's right, Cynthia, no unicorns. So if you have not checked it out, please do so, and give that video a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let Ben know what you think of the video, and other things that you might want to see him do at Target as well. So that would be great. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for today's edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. And I will be, did he come home with the dino lamp? I don't know if he did or not. I'll have to ask him, because that was an awesome lamp. I liked that. So I'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose, but hopefully Doug will be joining me with that one as well. So everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, no pink, but flamingos are okay because there are other colors associated with it. Oh, Donna, it's one of your favorite episodes ever. Oh, thank you. He'll be very happy to hear that. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And as always, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Everyone, have a great evening. Bye, everyone.